Hey ratbags, it's Jade. Today going over what I think is going to be the Ashlands update going live for everyone. If you actually log in on your Xbox and the game preview version like I have, it actually does tell us, and it has told us for a good few days now, that it's going to be going live on the 14th of May. Maybe no big surprise, but it is the only confirmation so far that we've got that it is arriving very soon. So if you're avoiding all spoilers but want to know the date, look away now, as I'm probably going to discuss and talk about how Ashlands has gone so far in the last nearly 3 weeks. Ashlands is ticking the boxes. I'm not too sure what people expected given the biome was already there, but obviously in a different form. It's going to be hot, it's going to be filled with lava, and it's absolutely kicking my ass. They have made it significantly better and balanced, and it's not just a case of nerfing it and making the cryhards cry even harder that the game's not tough enough for them. It simply was kind of just some broken mechanics with too many respawns. A lot of that's been fixed now, as they've made it also easier to go ahead and get the new flare metal using the new mechanic of the basalt bombs, which are really honestly great. No more just going into a boring dungeon to go and dig up stuff or fight more enemies like we've had in the previous biomes, which was great, but maybe not the third time round. This is an all brand new way to play, and the reward is absolutely amazing having the portals there. I've been staunchly in favour of people being able to play how they want, and you can make the game easier or harder just as always, so tryhards can really still make the game as tough as they want. But certainly there were balance issues with too many mobs spawning and not maybe enough reasons or compelling reasons to choose certain armour pieces and weapons. Yes, there were ways to get around transporting your ore in the past or metals, just either by logging off your character or by using it in the options that they added a few updates ago. But it feels really better now that it's part of the game, a reward for getting to the end game, and I think it fits pretty perfectly. The keeps are compelling experiences. They've now fixed them so they drop the right resources so you can actually make some of the new siege warfare stuff. I do worry that the siege warfare is going to be very specific just to this biome, and we're never going to use it much again. So I hope in some way it does make an occurrence in the deep north. Maybe we have to use it to take on maybe an ice Viking fortress or something like that. There's a ton of new build pieces of course, and builders should be more than happy with the variety of stuff with the new ash wood and of course the ruined stone pieces. It's a grind for sure getting through some of these keeps, and it's definitely going to be a formidable challenge, but again I do like the mechanics. I still was kind of hoping that we'd come across some of these gems a little bit earlier potentially, so we could maybe store them and stock them up. Maybe they could be added as a reward for clearing out some of the mini boss keeps we find in other biomes in the future. With the lizard doggo being able to go through the lava, it's a pretty good mount now for sure, especially for this biome, and it's pretty fast as well compared to the Lux, and there's all sorts of challenges with the putrid holes, fighting the Morgan and maybe Lord Rito if you find him. With the reward being a kind of trophy style sword, that is going to be very rare, and maybe even a challenge between you and your friends on the server about who can pick it up first, since there's going to be very limited amounts of them, since there's only really one Lord Rito to go ahead and find and defeat. Now normally I show the boss fights on like day 1 of release, but I decided to just hold back, get a real flavour and feel for the biome first. Even yes, sometimes I use cheats to go ahead and show stuff off a bit earlier. I wanted to do my best to really show what I was experiencing, and definitely I'm excited to show you that boss fight nearer the release now, as it's only a few days away. But yeah, it's punishing, it's infuriating, the new boat is needing still a little bit more health in my mind. But overall, I think the update's great. It just ticks the boxes, it's doing everything it's meant to do, it's another progression towards the end goal of getting Valheim to 1.0. After this it should be the deep north, although we may still see some more quality of life changes and updates first, and it's probably going to be a good year or so before we'll see the deep north come to fruition. So that to me says that Valheim's 1.0 release will probably hit at the end of 2025. The new elemental weapons are great as well. Definitely they've had some buffs, and like I said, the armor and stuff has also been buffed and had more utilities added to it. So all in all, I'm happy with it. Let me know what you think about Ashlands update if you've already played a PTB, and are you excited if you're about to get your hands on it for the first time. I'll be streaming it every day once it goes live next week.